All right, I tried to get a live stream going, and either I threw a party and nobody came, or nobody knew about it. I don't know. I got to figure this whole thing out. So I figured, while I'm here in the StreamYard studio, I might as well do a quick video on the upgrades. And if you saw my last video, basically I was asking everybody for their input, and I did a ton of research. I have a 2022 Road Glide. Oh, Jesus. I had a Road Glide. I have a 2022 Street Glide CVO. And I was contemplating voiding the warranty. I have over 2 years left on my warranty, but I just can't take it no more. After the upgrades I did on my Road Glide, I can't do it. I can't deal with having a catalytic converter and the heat coming from it. That's number one. I can't. I need more power. I mean, not much, but I want a better growl out of it. So basically, the whole talk going back and forth and in the chat and private messages that I got, emails, a lot of questions came up on how to do this. So what I'm going to do is show you exactly what I decided on. Now, this is based on input from you guys, talking to experts, talking to the companies out there like Fueling, SNS. I got a lot of information back. And it took me a couple weeks to make this decision, but this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to void the warranty. Number one, taking that chance. But at the same time, I want to make the bike perform better. I want to cut down on the heat, and I want to make it to the point where it's not going to break down on me because I'm putting better parts in than it comes off the line from Harley. So it's debatable what the best parts are. From the research I did, cost wasn't really a factor. It was more of I just really want what's best for that bike because I plan on riding it for a long time. Since I'm spending $1 million on this damn bike, I plan on taking it to South Dakota and Wyoming and Yellowstone and all that crap in in a couple of months from now from South Florida. Next year, I'm planning a trip to Alaska from South Florida. That's 2023. But anyway, 2024. I'm sorry. So let's go over what I decided on, and let's see if I can figure out how to do this. Okay. The biggest part of this upgrade is the cam. Now the question was which cam to go with. SNS 465, 475, the Fueling 460, 468, I forgot what it was, or the Fueling 472 Reaper. Do I go with a wood cam? There's a couple other brands, Redshift, or there's a few other ones out there. I've had wood in my Road Glide. I liked it. And I started doing the research into the cam chest. Now, I'm going to save a lot of time by cutting the push rods. So I don't have to take off the rocker boxes and everything else to get down, and the fuel, coolant, and all that to get into the cam chest. I'm going to use adjustable push rods. So I went with I tried to get the Screaming Eagle ones because they look like they're better quality, but they're out of stock everywhere. So I went with the SNS adjustable push rods. But let's talk about the cam chest. I'm going with a complete cam chest upgrade. And what I'm deciding on is, let me bring it up here. How do you do it? Share screen. Oh, that looks pretty cool. Let's see. How else can I do it? Now you don't want to see me. All right, let's go with that. Let's go with that. Okay. So I decided to go with the Race Series cam chest. Now, Fueling and SNS, they're neck and neck. SNS is a little cheaper. I kind of like the construction better, the way it's put together on the Fueling. I watched a video done by Radar World. If you haven't checked him out, really good video. He does it step by step, and it gives me the confidence to do the same thing. Now, I'm just an amateur. I've never done real motor work on my bike. I've done the compensator, changed that out, played around the clutch, and a bunch of other add-ons and mods, but I've never actually got into the cam or done anything like that, so this will be my first time. Check out Raider World. There's a really good video on it. So I went with this, the Race Series cam chest kit. It's for oil cool M8s. It's got the 472, and I talked to Fueling, and they say that the 472 is the better cam. It's kind of built for the 117. If you guys didn't realize that, I have a 117. So they say go with the 472. They have an HP Plus, Horsepower Plus, and the Race Series. Now, this Race Series has a different oil pump, and let me see if I can get into that. Where is it? Where's the, oh boy. Usually tells you all about it. Oh, hold on. All right. Anyway, I can't pause it, so you guys are stuck until I figure this out. I don't know why I can't. Cam chest kits. Walkie 8. Oil cooled. 472. 465 is the other one that I was contemplating, but not for the 117. So you have the HP Plus and the Race Series. The Race Series has different lifters and a different fuel pump. Let me see if I could. There we go. Okay. According to this, well, if you want to read this, it says cam chest kits include all necessary components from top to bottom. The cam chest conveniently packaged under one part number. These combination kits not only ensure each individual part is designed to work and function together, but to do so in total harmony, blah, blah, blah. Peak performance and the coolest engine and oil temperatures obtainable. That's what I'm after. I live in Florida. And somebody actually said stop complaining that I live in Florida because it's too hot. All right, whatever. I live in Florida. It's damn hot when you go on bumper to bumper especially. So my goal is to cool it down. And according to them, and I spoke to Fueling, the HP and the Race Series kits, they both, according to this, they increase the oil pressure, scavenge volume on engine oil flow. 27% more pressure and scavenge gear volume over stock. 42% more scavenge volume with port sizing, match passages and holes to the engine case. 68% more oil volume to the crankshaft and connecting rod bearing. 15 to 25 degree cooler engine temperatures, 15 to 30 degree cooler oil temperature. That's a lot. It may not seem like a lot, but depending on how hot your motor runs, that makes a big difference. 10 to 30 more psi of oil pressure. Reduces wet sumping, blow-by, and oily air cleaners. It's magnets in the oil pump. Test results show 2 horsepower gain and 2 foot-pounds of torque gain to the rear wheel in a Walkie 8. Fueling test results show a 50% reduction of engine sump oil level. Now, the HP Series kit, which I'm not getting. So 472 Reaper, the cam. It's a great all-around camshaft. See, it goes for the 114 and the 117. The 472 has great bottom end with substantial gains above 2,900 RPM. Quieter, smoother running valve train, all that. Now, the Race Series kit includes a Race Series oiling system. It's a billet 7075 oil pump. It includes the Race Series lifters, that high flow billet aluminum cam plate. Now, this oil pump is 50% harder and stronger than the factory pump. Now, I'm kind of curious if that goes for, was it 2019 or 20 when Harley changed the oil pump? I'm not sure if that really still applies, but The race series hydraulic lifters have a full 0.200 of total travel design with a slower bleed down rate. They handle heavy valve spring pressures, increase engine RPM before valve float, and feature increased roller clearance for steep ramped camshafts and clearance for Milwaukee 8. There's some stats on it. So basically, from what they were telling me on the phone, that the race series is even better percentage-wise than these numbers here. It's even more than the HP Plus, and these are the HP Plus numbers, I believe. So that's why I went with the HP Race Series. It's a $200 difference, and I'm already going to be in there. And at this point, I might as well just make it a little bit better, maybe a little bit cooler, perform a little bit more. So that's pretty much what I did. I went with the Fueling Race Series cam chest, for those of you who were wondering. I changed the air cleaner too. I don't know if you guys follow Official Mac. He's got a great channel also. Check his channel out. He swears by All American Cycles, which is in South Florida. And I gave him a call, and they were telling me they could get in the mid 130s torque and horsepower on my 117 for about $3,700. That would include a new air cleaner, a new cam. They use some custom cams that they have. Air cleaner cam, exhaust, and a licensed tune for that money. And those are great numbers. 135 to 140, close to 140, without changing the motor to like a 124 or 128 actually, or the 131. So I'm definitely not going that direction because I don't want to do that. I'll go into a whole other reason why with that later on. Or if you want to know, I'll tell you. But I'm not going to take up any more time on that. So basically, those are the numbers he provides, and it's great. And the fact is, I wouldn't have to buy a tuner because that comes with a licensed tunes. I wouldn't even need a different tuner. However, I think the numbers are great, but I would rather, for the same money, have a whole new cam chest with a better oil pump and a better cam plate, better lifters. That's me. So back to this build. So I'm switching out the air cleaner. Speaking to this guy, his name was George at All American Cycles. If you want to give him a call, nice guy. He said that the stock CVO elbow, on the air cleaner, is very restrictive as far as horsepower. And I love the look, but I'm trying to get a little bit more out of it. I need to breathe a little bit more. I'm going with the Fueling. I'm not getting this. This is the race series. I'm getting. I got to pull the right one up now. How did I get this one? It'd be nice for this to let me do it. Okay. I'm getting the. Clear cover red filter. Okay, this is the one I'm getting. Supposedly, from the research I've done, it's one of the best air cleaners out there in this style. They're constantly working on improving that, so I'm going with this one. With the red to match the red piping that's on the CVO. If you haven't seen it, it's there. And I'm going with a red Velocity in here. This is showing a silver one. Let me see if I have a picture of it. It is a red. The Velocity stack. I'm just basically changing that one out for this one. It's just the interior part here. So it'll be red in there too. It's hard to really see. So I'm going with this air cleaner and the Velocity stack. And I'm putting an external breather on it. Do I need it? Who knows? I'm not taking any chances. I'm doing this right the first time. So I'm doing an external breather on the air cleaner. I'm also going to... I had to buy the crankshaft runout tool, so I want to make sure it's right. even though it should be fine. It's only 3,500 miles on my bike so far. So I had to buy that tool. I also bought, let me pull it up real quick. Not from them, but I bought the Trask M8 or Checkmate vented transmission top cover. Supposedly this helps a lot with the oil coming from the breathers on the M8. I had it on my Road Glide. Actually, Trask, I spoke to the owner of Trask when I was at Daytona last year, and he actually comped me a set or a unit to put on my Road Glide. Now, did I notice a difference? I don't know. I couldn't take it, but it's not something you're going to notice right away. I mean, but for longevity of the engine and get rid of some of that pressure, I'm doing it. I put it in put it in this build also. So that catches up with all the fueling parts, camshaft, all that, and I'm using S&S adjustable push rods with that, and I'm changing the tappet cuffs to the S&S tappet cuffs. Other than that, it's all fueling parts. I'm also going to get the fueling points cover. Okay, let's talk about exhaust. Now, during my intensive background search into different exhausts, now I had the D&D billet 2-into-1 on my Road Glide. It's one of the best for performance. It looks good. I wasn't crazy about it. What I love on my CVO is I have the steel blue, so it has that eclipse color. I was going to go with the Chrome Works, but it's like back ordered for another 3 weeks or 4 weeks. I'm not playing with that. I want to get something done. Now, I don't know if you guys heard of Full Sack. Full Sack keeps coming up in all these performance tunes. What's great about Full Sack, it's a performance head pipe, and I could use the stock heat shields from my CVO. So it'll still have the exact same look. It'll look great. So I'm getting the head pipe from them, and they also have these CVO Touring high flow power cores. So basically, I'll show you in the video when I do it. I'm going to have to Dremel out the old cores of the stock CVO mufflers. I have Tab Performance with zombie baffles. I'm going to be getting rid of that, sell it or whatever. And I'm going to put this into the stock CVO mufflers. So I'm getting the Full Sack Performance head pipes. And I'm getting the power cores. The biggest one I have is 2 1/4 for the interior of the stock one. So that'll make it look like stock. The only thing that's going to change is really the air cleaner. Now, what about tuner? I had a DynoJet Power Vision in my Road Glide. I liked it. I love the interface. I was able to get a lot of extra, like the head temp, oil pressure, all that. And it's a lot easier to have triple odometers. I liked it. It was good. However, I keep hearing about ThunderMax. And it just basically replaces the stock ECU. It's very easy to put in. The mapping system is very easy. So you just hook it up to a laptop, and it's very easy to use. So I'm going with the ThunderMax. I forgot what model number this is. I don't know what the model number is. But it's for touring models 2021 and up. So I'm going with the ThunderMax tuner. Part number 309-591. And it's supposed to be an excellent unit. You talk to anybody that knows bikes, they pretty much, they love this. But we'll find out. It's supposed to be real easy to tune your bike with it. I'm still going to get my bike dynoed. I want to see what kind of numbers I have. Now, what are your thoughts on that? Some people say you shouldn't stress your engine out like that. But I am kind of curious what numbers I have. But when I hook this up, if it's running great, I may not dyno it because just to know what the numbers are, I don't really need to know. If this actually tunes it like it's supposed to, because supposedly auto tunes it also. You put the map in and it learns how you ride your bike and it adjusts it. So I'm going to go with the Thundermax. I'm also, while I'm down there, I'm getting the Thundermax oil cooler fan. It plugs right into the stock interface, and you don't have to get it flashed by Harley because Thundermax will pick it up right away, the tuner. So the oil fan, I think you could set it in the software how you want, what degree you want it to come on as. I think by default it's like 199 degrees or something like that. It'll automatically kick on. It's not going to kick on when you're moving, but if you're in bumper to bumper, which happens a lot, especially depends on where I ride, you don't want that extra heat. This will kick on a little extra. What else? I think that's pretty much it. What did I miss? Huh. All right, I think that's it. Let me get rid of this. All right, so that's pretty much it. That's the ones I decided on. I'm going to do all the work myself. I want to try to do it in 2 days. I'm going to do multiple videos on this, though, step by step. I'm going to do a video on the teardown. I'm going to go over all the different parts. And then, what else I do? I'm going to also extend out the floorboards a little bit. Something else I was going to do, too. I forgot. I still want to probably upgrade the front suspension. That's up in the air right now. So anyway, this is what I'm doing. I ordered the parts. They'll just hopefully be here within a week. Hopefully get on this starting next week. If you have any questions, about the build or who I ordered from, just let me know. Stay tuned. I'm going to do step by step on this whole thing. A couple other videos coming your way too. I'm getting back into the videos. I know I slacked off lately. Hit the like and subscribe. I'd appreciate it. Let me know what you think of this whole format of talking straight to the camera and sharing my screen. It's something I kind of pay a little extra to get. It's called StreamYard. It's right there in front of me, live with StreamYard. So anyway, that's it. That's what I decided on. What else? Oh, what I really wanted to get was the HPI. Here's another thing. I'll tell you real quick. I wanted to get the Horsepower Inc. exhaust. There's something like a 20-week wait for it because they do everyone by hand. They do all the welds like per order. So I'm not waiting 20 weeks for exhaust. I can't. So I didn't do that. They also have, oh, by the way, I'm also putting in a S&S stainless intake manifold. If you ever saw the intake manifold on your bike, or if you have a bike like this, it's plastic garbage. I'd like to get rid of the throttle body too, but I couldn't. There's nothing in stock. You can't. Harley, they sell one unit, a 62 millimeter, I believe, with the throttle body as one unit, but you can't get it. They're back ordered too, like 5 weeks or something like that. No, May. They said May. So I was going to do that, so I just went with the S&S 55 millimeter, which is the same size as the stock one. So I'm changing out the intake. That's supposed to add like 5 horsepower alone, just doing that. And while I'm in there, I might as well, change it out. So anyway, what I was thinking about was the HPI. They have a throttle body. Is it 60? Damn, I think it's 62 or 65. I forgot. 64 actually millimeter. It's throttle body and intake, and then they have, it's like $1,000 though, because you got to send them, unless you send them your old throttle body, then it's like 600 or 500. It's crazy money. But they also have this elbow. Django, stop. Sorry. They also have this elbow air cleaner. It's badass, and and there's a component in there you can actually have in red or blue, whatever color you want. But it looks badass, and it's performance-wise one of the best apparently. It's the elbow tunnel. You got to see it. Check it out. Let me show it to you real quick. I got nothing but time. Hold on 1 second. RAM. Tunnel RAM is called. Hold on. Let me share the screen again. Okay. Let's see if we can get look at that thing. It's hard to damn thing won't stop turning. Okay, I go full screen here. Okay. Look at it. This is just the intake, the elbow. This is the piece that you can get color. This is the throttle body on here. Look at that. Look at that. It's massive. Now, how much more air you get? You have to change the fuel injectors on that too. This one's colored, you see? So this thing, you talk about performance. Look at that. That is badass. That's on my wish list maybe after this is all done. And then, yeah, this is the throttle body. See? Nice intake throttle body. This is all really nice. And then just look at the, what you call it, the exhaust real quick. And then I'll let you go. So these are the ones you have. This is the full for the Milwaukee 8. It's hard to see in these pictures, but they're really badass. See if I can open one up. Nope. All right, anyway, that's it. That's enough for today. Again, hit the like and subscribe. I hope I caught everybody up on what I'm doing and what I decided on with the help of some of you guys. Again, I'll be doing step by step and bring you along with me. Again, I'm just an amateur. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I make plenty of mistakes. Look at my last videos. So take a chance. I mean, that's half the fun of owning a bike, is working on it and just wrenching and doing your own thing and getting. It's fun. I love it. I may not be the best at it, but it's part of the whole experience. So hopefully I helped you out. Hit the like and subscribe for the last time I'm going to ask. And any questions, put them in the comments. Give me a thumbs up. I'd appreciate it. Until next week when I start doing the takedown of everything, ripping everything off. I'll see you then and ride safe.